Welcome back, Captain.
Hi Hunter, hi, hello, hi Hunter, welcome to our stream.
Hey, the 250 GTO's all cleaned up. Come see it in the auto show. We need to have a talk.
Yay, crazy level. MBS, can I join? Not now, bro. Maybe I have to leave.
When is a man at his best? When he's free to move. When he moves without restriction, with absolute ease. Your movement, gentlemen, makes you, you. Now we understand the concept of free movement. Our hands move forward and upward more often than we realize. And that's why we cut the armhole upright and forward, for it to naturally flow with your arm. A minor detail, but significant. So gentlemen, next time you're shirt shopping, find one with that perfect armhole. You know where to get this perfect shirt, don't you?
We have butter garlic naan chips, chatpata pudina naan chips, taste tandoori naan chips, apita jalapeno, tangy cheese, parmesan, sour cream and onion thigh, sweet chili pita chips, peri peri, butter garlic naan chips with makhni dip, jalapeno pita chips with sweet chili garlic, baked multigrain flatbread, baked chili garlic, pita bread crisps.
Kitna kuch?
Just to keep you khush.
Jump farther than target distance. Best car Bugatti Divo, Koenigsegg Jesko, Centenario is also good. And this one is also nice car. Yusuf, hello Yusuf, welcome to our stream, bro. Are you using controller? Yes, bro. Automatic or manual? Automatic. मस्का गाड़ी है भाई ये। रेस रेकमेंड ये सब किया है, निशान भी है। अरे जसको लिया है क्या वो? गलत कार ले ली मैंने। मुझे लगा निकल जाएगी। कंट्रोल मत हो भाई। डीओ लेनी चाहिए थी मेरे को, गलत हो गया। Samir, hello bro. Welcome to our stream. Fuck! इतना शॉट था.
What makes Lay's Gourmet so special? The choicest potatoes, cut into thick slices, slow cooked for that perfect golden curl, flavored with a combination of exotic spices. That's why we say Lay's Gourmet. It's not just cooked, it's crafted.
Midnight. Let's go.
Midnight battle number 3. How you feeling? Nervous? Well, say anything, because I've been telling people that you don't get nervous, all right?
In 400 meters, turn right.
पे इन सब गाड़ियों में ABS नहीं है क्या?
Turn right.
Vulcan Sprint.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Oops, for what?
Turn left.
Festival gate crash. ये स्पीड में टर्न ही नहीं होते गाड़ी.
You have arrived at your destination.
Toyota Celica. एयरवेल ये है कंसेप्ट इन्फिनिटी एक्साइज लोटस 6. ठीक है. विच वन इज दिस वन? 6.8 5.6 7.1 Falcon 4 6.7 6.9 6.7 7.2 6 7.4 Audi will be इतनी खास गाड़ी नहीं है. हैवी है बहुत.
Next time.
Cheese. McDonald's new McCheeseburger family. Best enjoyed with your family.
Cheese.
Fuck. अरे 1,75,000 मिलने वाला था.
Ice water in their veins, this kid. I love it. Stay frosty in your new Celica.
Autumn. Storm season.
Storm season is rolling into Mexico. So why not escape to the south of France and Italy with the Horizon Anniversary Series? Oh, and check out Event Lab if you haven't yet. Prop shipments have landed.
क्या करना क्या इसमें? Registry. Forza Weekly Challenge. Welcome to Europe. Chapter 1. Expect the unexpected. Daily Challenge. क्या ये? On and drive that. क्या select तो किया? अभी क्या दिक्कत है? अरे क्या चालू है भाई? Forza shop. Price 700. Bugatti Chiron legendary.
Hey, Captain. This is the Forzathon shop. It's full of rare and exclusive rewards that change over every season. So, take your hard-earned Forzathon points and go shopping.
Are you sure you want to spend 700 Forzathon points on this item? पर है किधर? अच्छा 54 ऊपर है क्या? Your points. अच्छा नीचे है क्या? Wow. Yes. Purchase shop item. Successfully purchase shop item. Okay. Aventador Super Veloz.
I can't wait to take on the storm in the new seasonals. Actually, I can't wait to watch you take on the storm in the new seasonals.
Mayor में आ गए. Nice, nice. Bugatti Chiron, guys. Let's get into the car and drive Bugatti Chiron.
जर्म्स और ऑयल स्किन को लगातार अटैक करे और दे आपको पिंपल्स बार बार.
करनी है पिंपल से फाइट? फिर सिर्फ सोप क्यों? स्विच टू गार्नियर मेन एक्नो फाइट फेस वॉश. ये पिंपल कॉजिंग जर्म्स को 99.9% तक कम करे सिर्फ 10 सेकंड में और दे पिंपल फ्री क्लियर स्किन. ट्राई गार्नियर मेन एक्नो फाइट फेस वॉश.
Nice. Bugatti Chiron, here we have. भाई क्या गाड़ी है यार. कहाँ से लूँ? वैसे लूँ क्या? ऐसे लेता हूँ. थोड़ा पीछे. अरे भाई कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो रहा है. Let's drive Chiron guys. अभी मजा आएगा ना. पहले अपन इसके अंदर का देखेंगे. ओह हो क्या गाड़ी है रे. टैक्सी. इसको लेके जाएंगे अपन अपने फेवरेट. किधर गए? बोल ना. हाईवे पे.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to
Now
do so.
let's test this car in this highway. Bugatti Chiron, guys.
400 meters. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
हाँ चलेगा.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left.
436.
Nice!
436.
Working through those speed zones, yeah? Give me a minute to reach Festival Ops next time. I want to watch.
वाह.
तूने उनके पाँव उल्टे कर दिए. घुमा दे. आपके पैर कैसे हैं? ठीक है? नहीं.
Okay. Wait. New one. Whoa. Okay.
In
Let's go for
400
this
meters,
right.
turn right. Turn right. In 100 meters, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Dirt racing है ये तो. अरे यार dirt है तो फिर मुझे ये नहीं लेना पड़ेगा. Dirt में तो होनेगा नहीं चलेगी या फिर ये चलेगी. मैं सोच रहा था शिरोन के साथ लेने के लिए. विनिंग इजीली नहीं भाई, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए. ग्रेट क्लीन बोला, अल्टीमेट बोलना चाहिए. इसने प्यार से निकाला वहाँ से.
Is everything okay? Did you see what your son has done?
पापा! ये गड्ढे अवॉइड कर रहा था, पता नहीं सामने से गाड़ी आ गई.
बस, बहुत हो गया.
चल 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 चल
Known for keeping customers at the heart of all operations, my next guest has spread his wings in the Indian skies as the recently appointed Chief Executive Officer of India's second largest airline. A man who believes in leaving a legacy. Please welcome Vinod Kannan, Chief Executive Officer at Vistara, to this episode of Duologues. So Vinod, thank you for agreeing to do this episode of Duologues with me. I'm sure this is going to be exciting for many reasons. And I believe one of the reasons is that how attractive aviation industry has been for a lot of people, including myself. You know, if I go back in my childhood, getting raised in a small town called Gwalior, looking up the skies for the aircraft, sometimes to land into the aerodrome in Gwalior that time, I was very fascinated looking at the aircrafts. So I'm sure this is going to be extremely exciting. So to begin with the conversation, I think naturally the thought which comes to my mind that while this sector is extremely exciting. It is equally challenging also. At what point of time in your life you made this choice to look at a career into this sector? How did this happen?
Firstly, thanks for having me, Manish. And like you say, aviation is still very romantic. It is still something that people look at with a lot of interest. And you're right, as much as there are a lot of positive things happening, there are challenges as well. So for me, I think my first flight which I took was at the age of 16 from Bangalore to Singapore. I went to Singapore to study for my undergraduate. And after 4 years of my undergraduate education and 1 year of masters in engineering, I decided that I'd rather work with humans than machines. So then I said, okay, let's look at what options there are. And I'd love to travel. And Singapore is uniquely located and I can travel in that region. I said, Singapore Airlines, of course, was a choice. So my passion for travel, and then, of course, 21 years later, I'm still here.
Great. And I understand that in your journey, you've worked with Singapore Airlines, you've worked for the low-cost carrier of Singapore Airlines, which is Scoot, and now you're representing one of the most sought-after airline in our country. And I'm a loyal customer of Vistara, and I'm also extremely happy that in some sense, our avionics division shares a business relationship also with Vistara. I'm extremely thankful to the management of Vistara for that. But you know, the natural thought which comes to my mind is that while we are looking at continued excellence in services, whether it is a low-cost airline or it is the standard or the premium airlines, are there some similarities when it comes to services between these two different offerings, let's say a low-cost airline and a standard airline? Are there some similarities? I'm sure safety must cut across irrespective whichever the offering is. Yep. Are there some similarities, and what are the essential differences? How does the economics work?
There are definitely a lot of similarities. Safety is one, operational excellence is one. A lot of things are common, regardless of whether you have a full service model or a low cost model. And the other aspect, which is a common thread, is customer experience, right? Whether you're a full service or a low cost, of course, the customer's expectation and experience is different, but the commitment to that has to still remain the same. Whether you're a full service carrier, which comes with a few more bells and whistles, or a low cost carrier, which kind of unbundles everything. I think the most important thread is you need to focus on the customer, and that focus is there, whether it's Singapore Airlines or Scoot or now Vistara. Obviously, there are differences as well in terms of what we bring to the table as a full service versus a low cost. But the customer remains the same. Sometimes a passenger could travel on a low cost carrier.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they travel on a full service carrier. And each time their mindset and expectation is different. So having worked across both industries, I've learned from both sides. Singapore Airlines, of course, is the gold standard when it comes to customer experience. The low-cost side, whether it's Scoot or many other airlines, have mastered the art of doing as much as they can with as less as they can. And so that frugality is very important. And of course, in India, it's a different ball game. It's a growing market. And of course, the Tatas, who are one of our shareholders, have set very high standards for the way we do business.
Absolutely. So this brings a question to my mind. When we hear Tata, there is a specific value system which comes through our mind, you know, the kind of legacy which that value system over a period of time has created in customers' mind. Are there some shared values which you can very clearly see between Singapore Airlines and Tata's?
Absolutely. I think it is a marriage made in heaven, I would say, when we started off, because the values for both companies are very similar. The commitment to do the right things, to do things ethically, focus on the customer experience, and very honestly taking care of staff. I mean, the workforce that you have, the philosophy is quite similar when you look at both the groups. So a lot of common points, and I'm very, very happy and honored to be part of that.
Great. So when it comes to values, the basic business philosophy for any organization or businesses, I believe during the times of challenges and crisis always come very handy, and they help you sail through those turbulent times. And I'm sure this would have happened during the recent which hit the world. In our industry also, we have noticed specific trends which have rapidly evolved. In some sense, the has catalyzed those trends. When I look at airline industry, I mean the 2.5 years where containments and lockdowns were happening in various parts of the world. So if at all one sector opens up, the other sector gets into lockdown. So variety of challenges. I'm sure airline industry would have faced tremendous amount of challenge during those period. So two things. One is, how did you go through that period of immense challenge? And were there situations where you could observe significant changes in the trend? And I believe that one of the competitor which has evolved in last couple of years out of this for the aviation industry might be these online calls, the Zoom calls, the team calls. So how have you seen those trends emerging, and how did you handle the recent crisis which is potentially just behind us?
It was a tough time. I think nobody expected that this would hit us with such force, and more importantly last for this long. I mean, when the Janta curfew was announced, we thought, okay, it's 1 week, 2 weeks, and that's it, life goes on. But little did we know what has happened. So I think you're very right. The value system that we have in place definitely helped us. I think one of the things that we were very conscious about, and again, thanks to my board and the shareholders, is we need to take care of our people. When I say people, it's our staff as well as customers, to ensure that we go through this with as minimal pain as possible. The things that we held dear to ourselves in terms of making sure that the customer is least impacted. You're right. Overnight, there were rules changing. Yesterday, I could fly on a certain route. Today, they say no. So constant change. And I think what really made a difference for us is the flexibility and the nimbleness. I mean, I always say when we are talking about this that my network planning team had to literally build the network overnight and change it every day, because we used to do very well on routes which are metro routes, like a Delhi-Bombay or a Delhi-Bangalore, which was our bread and butter. But overnight, that traffic disappeared.
Yeah.
And a lot of traffic actually was traveling to the secondary cities, places in the northeast, places in the northern part of India, because a lot of people were going back home and then they were coming back into work. So we had to literally pivot as far as the network is concerned. Similarly, staff, I mean, my call center staff had to carry their laptops and desktops home because they couldn't work at the office anymore. But still, we're very happy that whether it's the frontline staff at the airport, whether it's the cabin crew, we managed to ensure that they were safe, and they managed to ensure that our customers were safe. Now, coming to your second point on what has changed, I think I'm sure you're aware that one of the biggest changes is the rise of technology. I mean, we didn't have a chance to go to the market even to buy vegetables. We had to order everything online. And so that requirement, which was forced on people, has changed mindset.
Right.
So very simple example, a web check-in. When you used to travel before, you could land up at the airport maybe 1 hour before the flight and say, look, I'm here, give me my boarding pass. But because of this, now it was 100% electronic off-airport check-in. So our percentage of web check-in has increased to almost 96 to 97%, while it was 30-40% before. Similarly, a preference for non-stop flights. People didn't want to stop in a third city. They wanted to get from point A to B with minimal speculation or chances for changes. So those things will remain to stay, I think.
Absolutely. So when I look at this particular aspect, I believe digitalization is what you're mentioning. Potentially for your industry, it might cut across 3 aspects. The first one is the product and its offering. And one thing which I really like about Vistara is the platform which potentially you can utilize on your own device to consume content. And I believe that this is going to further accelerate, and more amount of content seamlessly will be provided to consumers, which potentially would be the second part of it, which is the consumer experience, which you also mentioned, that how on ground it has become more seamless and easy. And third one would be the processes which run an organization. Would you like to throw some more light on this, that how you as an organization are embracing digitalization faster than your original assumption?
I think the significant tailwind, as we call it in airline parlance, which we have, is that we are relatively new when it comes to our, the way in which when we were formed. So as my CIO says, we were born in the cloud. We did not have the baggage that many of the other older traditional airlines had. So I think that came as a positive for us. We could scale up. I know we all know the benefits of the cloud infrastructure and the architecture. But what has hastened that is that because of these, whatever we've seen over the last 2 years, coming to product, we know that the customer is looking for certain things. I mean, a simple example is, thanks to you guys now, we'll have live TV in the air, which is something which we've been working on for a while. When it comes to customer experience, I think we are also embarking on projects to improve the way in which we interact with customers. We have a chatbot now. We have a separate module for disruption handling, which is something that we did not have before. And when it comes to processes, I think there has been a mindset change, not just in Vistara, I suppose in many other organizations as well, that you look at digital first. So one simple example is we made sure that we implemented RFID for some of the equipment. I mean the seats that you're sitting on, life jackets and stuff which in the past used to be physically verified with sheets of paper. Now you can do it in 30 minutes just because of RFID technology. Similarly, we are looking at how we can automate a lot of other things which can be done through a digital medium.
Right. You know, ESG-based governance models, sustainability potentially is the center of consideration of a lot of people like us. You know, if we have to look at making the organization, its offerings sustainable in the time to come. And we as an organization globally also have taken an ambitious target of looking at making ourselves carbon neutral in the coming decades. I mean, aviation industry in some sense guzzles, and fossil fuel is in the center of the current business models. So how do you look at embracing sustainability in the time to come? And this might be a hypothetical question because I cannot imagine that how the future of flying would look like and what would be the alternates available in the time come. Would EV be a reality in the aviation sector also? I'm not sure of that. So would you also throw some light on this aspect?
Yeah, so sustainability is a cornerstone for all businesses these days, as you say. IATA, which is the World Airline Body, has said carbon neutrality by 2050.
Yeah.
I think that's the target that we're all working towards. And also, to be fair, as much as aviation is called the bad boy, there are worse offenders than us, but let's not go there. The fact is, as far as Vistara is concerned, or any airline is concerned, the biggest addition to the carbon footprint is the fleet that you operate. In fact, 90 to 95% or more of the carbon footprint comes from the fuel we burn, like you rightly said. And the biggest answer you can have to that, or the biggest solution, is to have a young fleet which consumes less fuel. So the more newer the technology is, the less of fuel you consume, the better maintenance you do, the less fuel you consume. And my average fleet age is only around 3 years. So the fact is that we are perhaps one of the most efficient fleets out in the world. So that in itself creates a good, a reduction when it comes to carbon footprint. But apart from that, other initiatives, like you say, digitalization, some of the other things I said to reduce, usage of paper, fuel. In fact, we optimize fuel uplift and tankering algorithms to ensure we minimize fuel uplift because it's a sustainability and a cost issue. So these things are something that we do. So when it comes to the second question on EV and what is the future of aviation, I really don't know. I mean, there's so much work that's being done. There are various models that are coming up. Hydrogen is coming up. We don't know what is going to happen, but I think when it comes to India, usually what happens is for most of these technologies, they start off with smaller distances. It might not be for a very long flight, but it could be for a short 1 hour to 2 hour kind of flight. And India is ideally suited for that because your last mile connectivity is always an issue in a country like India. So hopefully we'll see something in
गुड मॉर्निंग.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
अगदी कसेही उठा. फक्त एक पॉप पुरेसा आहे सगळ्यांच्या चेहऱ्यावर स्माइल आणण्यासाठी. अस्सल हेझलनट्स आणि प्रीमियम कोको पासून बनलेल्या न्यूटेलाचा स्वाद सर्वांची सकाळ सुंदर बनवतो.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
न्यूटेला करेल दिवसाची सुरुवात आनंदाच्या सोबत.
राहुल, अब तुम बाप बनने वाले. हाँ? तुम्हें एक अपना घर अब ले लेना चाहिए.
अब पापा देखिए, आप लोग को छोड़ के मैं कहीं नहीं जाने वाला.
छोड़ने की बात कौन कर रहा है? हाँ? अरे यहीं पास में कोई एक घर देख लो. वैसे भी हम कब तक तुम्हें झेलते रहेंगे?
सच्चा दोस्त वही जो आपके बारे में सोचे. होम लोन्स फ्रॉम IDBI बैंक. बैंक ऐसा, दोस्त जैसा.
Arrived at your destination.
Wow, that's generous. Well, just the spirit of Horizon, isn't it? Shall we send a thank you?
I just got done with Diwali shopping for my entire family. I've always loved the specialness of Diwali, and it's a festival that me and my family love celebrating together. Especially this year, because I have some special gifts for them. Thank you, Iggy Potter, for always taking care of me. Love you lots. Dear Amma, thank you for always showing me the mirror and being the best ever. Love you the most. Song. Dear Abba, thank you for being the best friend, philosopher, and guide. Love you always. Song. And this one's for me. I'm gifting my favorite Ferrero Rocher moments to myself. This Diwali, let's reunite with our loved ones and make every moment perfect with Ferrero Rocher moments.
so. Turn sharp left. Arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Every Diwali, my family looks forward to a grand get-together. Everything is always elegant and stylish, the floating diyas and the rangolis, keeping up with the cultural tradition. I think a part of that tradition is the Roshan's love for Rocher. Just doesn't work without it. Oh, and that delicious hazelnut taste. Truly the best gift of all. Celebrate this golden Diwali with style and elegance with your loved ones with Ferrero Rocher.
have arrived at your destination.
What makes Lay's Gourmet so special? The choicest potatoes, cut into thick slices, slow cooked for that perfect golden curl, flavored with a combination of exotic spices. That's why we say Lay's Gourmet. It's not just cooked, it's crafted.
राहुल, अब तुम बाप बनने वाले, हाँ? तुम्हें एक अपना घर अब ले लेना चाहिए।
अब पापा देखिए, आप लोग को छोड़ के मैं कहीं नहीं जाने वाला।
छोड़ने की बात कौन कर रहा है? हाँ? अरे यहीं पास में कोई एक घर देख लो। वैसे भी हम कब तक तुम्हें झेलते रहेंगे?
सच्चा दोस्त वही जो आपके बारे में सोचे। होम लोन्स फ्रॉम IDBI बैंक। बैंक ऐसा, दोस्त जैसा।
Their new cars. Diablo with their new cars. Which one, bro?
yeah, midnight battle. You ready for this? I'm ready for this. I've been stockpiling energy drinks for weeks.
A new mystery racer tearing up Horizon street scene. Ha! It's you, obviously. Sometimes I miss being underground.
Final piece of the puzzle. You want to do the honors, or shall I?
Ramiro was saying the same thing. I'll give him the go-ahead for the marathon.
There it is. Horizon Mexico is complete. How do you feel?
Couldn't have done it without you, Hayley.
Well, obviously. But I couldn't have done it without you either, superstar. Nice work.
All right, enough messing around. Let's get you into this Hall of Fame, shall we? Back on the road.
Let's do this.
Hey, amigo. Gracias a ti, Horizon street scene has never been bigger. Nice work, my friend.
We have butter garlic naan chips, chatpata pudina naan chips, taste tandoori naan chips, apita jalapeno, tangy cheese, parmesan, sour cream and onions, Thai, sweet chili pita chips, peri peri, butter garlic naan chips with makhni dip, jalapeno pita chips with sweet chili garlic, baked multigrain flatbread, baked chili garlic, pita bread crisps. Itna kuch just to keep you khush.
I thought to myself, what gift can it be that tells my family that I love them to a different degree? Maybe it's a gift of health. Isn't it the ultimate wealth? Or should it be peace of mind? It's rare these days. Very hard to find. It could also be luxury, the kind they can enjoy without worry. Perhaps it's a gift of security, which will give their future stability and surety. But I don't want to pick and choose, because my love for them cannot be expressed with just one thing. So, I bought a Lodha home and gifted them everything. Lodha, building a better life.
और मीना की शादी होती है, मेहर के बच्चों के बच्चे होते हैं, दादाजी का पुनर्जन्म होता है।
बात अगर लंबे चलने की हो तो सिर्फ न्यू एवर रेडी अल्टिमा alkaline batteries with latest turbo lock technology that last up to 400% longer. New ever ready Ultima lasts up to 400% longer.
Turn right. Meters. Turn left. Turn left. 100 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. Arrived at your destination.
ये ट्राई करते हैं.
This is it. The marathon. The biggest street race we've ever built. Are you ready?
Birthday. Dun 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 dun. Rum pum pa-dum pum pa-dum pum. As I walk past by, I shine like the night sky. Every time I go like my birthday. Dun 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 dun. Rum pum pa-dum pum.
I just got done with Diwali shopping for my entire family. I've always loved the specialness of Diwali, and it's a festival that me and my family love celebrating together. Especially this year, because I have some special gifts for them. Thank you, Iggy Potter, for always taking care of me. Love you lots. Dear Amma, thank you for always showing me the mirror and being the best ever. Love you the most. Song. Dear Abba, thank you for being the best friend, philosopher, and guide. Love you always. Song. And this one's for me. I'm gifting my favorite Ferrero Rocher moments to myself. This Diwali, let's reunite with our loved ones and make every moment perfect with Ferrero Rocher moments.
Hi there. Are you planning to buy a new car? I'm pretty sure the dealer spoke to you about insurance. He did, right? 1. No matter what the dealer says, it is not mandatory to buy insurance from them. 2. Make it a point to always compare insurance plans. 3. Compare the premium and add-ons that each insurance policy offers. You would be surprised at the low premiums you would get. By the way, did you know that you can save up to Rs 45,000 on your new car insurance with Acco? Wow, right? For the best savings on your new car insurance, download the Acco app today.
journey of success has many moments. Some reflect your taste, and some your class. But there is only one that shows you are a class apart. LG OLED, celebration of your success. LG OLED, the one and only.
मिहिर और मीना की शादी होती है। मिहिर के बच्चों के बच्चे होते हैं। दादाजी का पुनर्जन्म होता है।
बात अगर लंबे चलने की हो तो सिर्फ न्यू एवर रेडी अल्टिमा alkaline batteries with latest turbo lock technology that last up to 400% longer. New ever ready Ultima lasts up to 400% longer.
Yeah. What the fuck? Galaxy Gaming, hi, hello bro, welcome to the stream.
Scene boss of Horizon Mexico! I knew you could do it! You're one of the best street racers at Horizon!
अबे
Hey, Captain. You are so close to the Hall of Fame. I wish I could just cheat you in. But I won't, just to be clear.
सारे हो गए अपने कहाँ जा रहे थे ये इधर